Most people over 60 think they know how to drink a glass of water. You tilt, you swallow, you're done, right? Wrong. If you're managing type 2 diabetes, or even just watching your blood sugar, the way you drink water could be the difference between a stable morning reading and a dangerous spike. Most seniors are making 3 specific hydration mistakes that actually force the kidneys to work harder while leaving your blood sugar sticky. Today, I'm going to show you the doctor-approved hydration protocol specifically designed for the 60-plus body. We're talking about the golden ratio of water to meals and why drinking too much at once might actually be hurting you. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you'll have a simple 24-hour hydration plan that feels less like a chore and more like medicine. As we age, our thirst mechanism gets a bit rusty. In medical terms, this is a decrease in osmoreceptor sensitivity. Essentially, your body needs water, but your brain forgets to send the "I'm thirsty" signal. For a diabetic, this is a silent emergency. Think of your blood like a highway. When you are dehydrated, your blood volume drops, making the glucose, sugar, in your bloodstream more concentrated. The simple metaphor: imagine a teaspoon of sugar in a shot glass of water versus a giant pitcher. In the shot glass, it's a thick syrup. In the pitcher, it's barely noticeable. We want your blood to be the pitcher, not the syrup. Drinking 32 ounces in one go doesn't hydrate your cells. It just flushes through your kidneys and sends you to the bathroom. For seniors, flash flooding the system can stress the heart and kidneys. The hack: use a time marker bottle. Aim for 4 to 6 ounces every hour. Drinking 8 ounces of water exactly 20 minutes before a meal can improve insulin sensitivity and help with portion control. Why? It prepares the stomach lining and helps the body process the upcoming glucose load more efficiently. While ice water feels good, room temperature water is often gentler on the senior digestive system, allowing for faster absorption without shocking the vagus nerve. To expand Part 4 into a compelling narrative, we need to treat your kitchen counter like a natural pharmacy. This section should feel like a guided tour, where you're showing the viewer exactly how to supercharge their water. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Doctor, water is boring. I've been drinking it for 60 years, and I'm tired of it. I hear you, but what if I told you that by adding 1 or 2 simple ingredients, things you likely already have in your pantry, you could turn that plain glass of water into a targeted treatment for your blood sugar? Let's walk over to the kitchen cabinet and look at our first super additive. First up is something many of you might remember your grandmother using: apple cider vinegar, or ACV. Now, don't just go swigging this from the bottle. The magic happens when you add just 1 teaspoon to a large glass of water. Science shows us that the acetic acid in the vinegar can actually slow down the rate at which your stomach empties. Why does that matter for a diabetic? Because if your food moves slower, the sugar enters your bloodstream in a slow, steady trickle instead of a violent wave. It's like putting a speed limiter on a race car. If you drink this about 10 minutes before a meal, you're essentially prepping your internal brakes for the carbs you're about to eat. Next, let's talk about the humble lemon. For my patients over 60, I'm always worried about the kidneys. Diabetes can be tough on these organs, and if you've ever dealt with a kidney stone, you know it's a pain you never want to repeat. By squeezing half a fresh lemon into your morning water, you're introducing citrates. These little molecules help prevent calcium from binding into stones. But there's a hidden bonus. The vitamin C and antioxidants in the lemon help reduce systemic inflammation. In the world of blood sugar, less inflammation means your insulin can do its job much more effectively. This next one usually surprises people. I want you to take a tiny, and I mean tiny, pinch of high-quality sea salt or Himalayan pink salt and drop it in. I know, we're always told to watch our sodium, but here's the secret. For water to actually get inside your cells and hydrate you at a deep level, it needs electrolytes. Without a trace of mineral salt, the water sometimes just washes through you. Think of that tiny pinch of salt as the key that unlocks the cell door. It tells your body, hey, don't just send this to the bladder, keep it in the muscles and the brain where we need it. This can significantly reduce that mid-afternoon senior slump or brain fog. Finally, let's look at the spice rack. If you have a cinnamon stick, specifically Ceylon cinnamon, which is the true cinnamon, try dropping one into your water pitcher overnight. Cinnamon contains a compound called hydroxycalcone. To your body, this compound looks and acts a lot like insulin. It helps prime your cells to be more receptive to sugar. Plus, it gives the water a natural sweetness without adding a single gram of actual sugar. It's the perfect way to satisfy a sweet tooth while actually helping your numbers. When you combine these, maybe a little lemon and a tiny pinch of salt in your morning glass, you aren't just hydrating. You are performing a biological tune-up. You're thinning out that sticky blood, protecting your kidneys, and making your cells thirsty for the sugar that's currently trapped in your bloodstream. But remember, these are additions to your water, not replacements for your medication. They are the support crew that makes your doctor's job much, much easier. Now, I know what you're thinking. Doctor, I'm drinking the water, I'm adding the lemon, I'm doing the work. But how do I actually know it's working? Of course, we want to see those numbers on your glucose monitor stabilize, but your body is a complex machine, and it starts sending you thank you notes long before your next lab test. I want you to start looking for these 3 physical success metrics. They are the signs that your blood is thinning out, your cells are drinking deep, and your diabetes management is moving into the green zone. Let's talk about something we usually don't discuss at the dinner table. What happens in the bathroom? Your kidneys are the ultimate filtration system for your blood sugar. When you aren't drinking enough, your kidneys try to conserve every drop of fluid, leaving your urine highly concentrated. I want you to use the clear straw rule. If you look into the bowl and see something that looks like dark apple juice or tea, that is a red alert. It means your blood is likely thick and syrupy, making it harder for insulin to do its job. However, when you see a pale, light yellow color, kind of like a piece of dry straw, that's the golden zone. It tells us that your blood volume is high enough to dilute excess sugar and flush it out of your system without straining your kidneys. It's the simplest medical test in the world, and you can perform it every single day. Next, I want you to look at your hands. As we cross into our 60s and 70s, our skin naturally loses some elasticity, but it also becomes a telltale heart for hydration. This is what we call skin turgor. Try this right now while you're watching. Take your hand palm down and gently pinch the skin on the back of your hand. Pull it up for a second, then let go. The dehydrated result. If the skin stays up in a little tent for a second or two before slowly sinking back down, you are effectively wilting like a plant that hasn't been watered. Your cells are desperate for fluid. The hydrated result. If it snaps back instantly, your cellular sponge is full. When your skin has high turgor, it's a sign that your interstitial fluids are balanced. This balance is crucial because it allows the insulin in your blood to actually reach the receptors on your cells. If you're tented, your metabolism is essentially stuck in traffic. Finally, there is the metric that you can't see in a mirror, but you can feel in your mind. We've all had those moments. You walk into a room and forget why you're there, or the word you're looking for is right on the tip of your tongue, but won't come out. In many seniors, this brain fog is misdiagnosed as aging or even early signs of dementia, but often it's actually pseudo-dementia caused by a dehydrated brain. Your brain is about 75% water. When that level drops, the neurotransmitters that manage your memory and mood start to misfire. When you start following this hydration protocol, you'll notice the fog starts to lift. You'll feel a sense of mental sharpness you haven't felt in years. You'll find you have more energy for your grandkids or your hobbies. Why? because you've finally given your brain the fluid it needs to wash away metabolic waste. When your mind is clear, it's a direct reflection of your blood sugar being under control. These three signs, the colour of your urine, the snap of your skin, and the clarity of your thoughts, are your body's way of saying, keep going, you're doing it right. Now, knowledge is great, but action is what changes your A1C. To make this effortless, I've designed a 24-hour hydration roadmap specifically for the senior schedule. This isn't about forcing down gallons of water, it's about timing your intake to match your body's natural rhythm. Let's walk through a perfect day together. When you open your eyes in the morning, your body has just gone 7 or 8 hours without a single drop of fluid. Your blood is at its thickest right now. Before you even reach for that first cup of coffee, which is a diuretic and can actually dehydrate you further, I want you to reach for 12 ounces of room temperature water with a squeeze of lemon. Think of this as a power wash for your internal organs. It flushes out the metabolic waste that accumulated overnight and signals to your kidneys that it's time to start filtering out any excess sugar that built up while you slept. It wakes up your digestive tract and gets your metabolism out of park and into drive. By mid-morning, you're likely active. Maybe you're running errands, gardening, or tidying up the house. This is when most seniors forget to drink until they feel a headache coming on. At 10:00 a.m., have your mid-morning sip, just 8 ounces of plain, pure water. This isn't a big chug, it's a maintenance dose. It keeps your blood volume steady so you don't hit that 11 a.m. slump where you start reaching for sugary snacks just to stay awake. 20 minutes before you sit down for lunch, I want you to drink another 8 ounces. We call this the pre-lunch primer. There's a biological secret here. When your stomach is slightly expanded by water before food arrives, your body releases hormones that tell your brain you're less hungry. More importantly, it ensures your blood is well diluted before the glucose from your lunch hits your bloodstream. It's like prepping the soil before a heavy rain so the water doesn't just flood the surface. We all know that 3 p.m. feeling, the afternoon crash. For many diabetics, this is when blood sugar starts to fluctuate, leading to irritability or fatigue. Instead of a sugary snack or another caffeine hit, drink your energy bridge. This is 8 ounces of water with that tiny pinch of sea salt we talked about earlier. These electrolytes act like a bridge, carrying hydration directly into your brain cells. It'll give you a natural second wind to power through the rest of your day without a glucose spike. Just like lunch, we're going to prime the pump before dinner. Dinner is often the largest meal of the day for many of us, which means it's the biggest challenge for your insulin. By drinking 8 ounces now, you're helping your body process that dinner more smoothly. If you're planning on having a slightly higher carb dinner, maybe some pasta or a potato, this is the perfect time to add that teaspoon of apple cider vinegar to your water. It's your secret weapon to keep that evening sugar reading in check. I hear from seniors all the time, "Doctor, if I drink all this water, I'll be up using the bathroom all night." That's why the roadmap includes the taper off. After 8 p.m, we stop the big glasses of water. From here until bedtime, you're only taking small sips to keep your mouth moist or to take your evening medications. By front-loading your hydration in the morning and afternoon, you've already done the hard work. Your body is hydrated, your sugar is stable, and you can get the restful, uninterrupted sleep your body needs to heal. I want to challenge you. Try this roadmap for just 7 days. Set an alarm on your phone or put a sticky note on the fridge for these times. Watch what happens to your energy. Watch what happens to your pinch test. And most importantly, watch what happens to those morning finger pricks. You have the power to change your health, one sip at a time. Managing diabetes after 60 isn't just about the pills you take. It's about the environment you create inside your body. Water is the cheapest, most effective tool in your medical kit. If you found this helpful, do me a favor. Hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon. We're on a mission to help 100,000 seniors take control of their health naturally. Comment below, how many glasses of water have you had today? Let's start a hydration check in the comments.